Welcome to Classic Album Battles, where I'm going to be putting two iconic albums against each other to determine which one stands the test of time. And today we have two special projects to me, two of my favorite artists, and basically their introductions to the game. We got Kendrick Lamar, Section 80 versus Travis Scott, Rodeo. Basically, this album laid the groundwork for his legacy as one of hip hop's best storytellers. This was the first project I heard from Kendrick. I didn't hear the Kendrick Lamar LP until after. So this was kind of like my first taste of Kendrick. Rodeo basically solidified Travis Scott to be on a level, like basically put him on visionary status of like somebody that's creating high level production, high level visuals, and this really just put him on the map altogether. I want to do a song by song breakdown and tally up which album is better that way, but just going by song by song. But thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe. Okay, so we're gonna do the track by track, and just so you know, Rodeo has 14 tracks, while Section 80 has 16. Rodeo is 65 minutes long, while Section 80 is just under 60 minutes long. Track one by one, Pornography versus Fuck Your Ethnicity. I'm going Kendrick Lamar wins that round. On my decide, Hold Up. It's Hold Up for me. 3500 versus ADHD. It's ADHD for me, guys. He's not doing too good. Wasted versus No Makeup. I'm gonna give that to Travis Scott. 90210 versus Tammy Song. That's a 90210 for me. Pray for Love versus Chapter 6. I'm going Chapter 6. Nightcrawler versus Ronald Reagan Era. This is hard. I'm gonna go Nightcrawler. Yeah, that might be a very unpopular opinion. But Piss on Your Grave versus Poor Man's Dream. I'm going Poor Man's Dream. Antidote versus Spiteful Chant. Ooh, Antidote, but I love Spiteful Chant with Schoolboy Q. Impossible versus Chapter 10. Wow, this is hard. This is a hard one too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Chapter 10. I'm gonna go Chapter 10. Maria, I'm Drunk with Justin Bieber and Young Thug versus Keisha Song. I'm gonna go Maria, I'm Drunk. And now we got Flying High, Torio Emo versus Blow My Heart. No, Cushion Corinth. No, I'm fucking up. Versus Rigor Mortis. I'm gonna go Rigor Mortis. I Can Tell versus Cushion Corinthians. I'm going Cushion Corinthians. Apple Pie versus Blow My Heart. I'm going Blow My Heart. This really wasn't as close as I thought it was, now that I look at it. But yeah, man. Section 8 is really strong. I mean, really strong. Even, that's crazy. All right, so the production. Section 80 blended soul and jazz samples to create almost like a atmospherical boom bap production style, with standout beats like High Power, which was produced by J. Cole, and you got beats like ADHD, Hold Up, you know what I'm saying, Chapter 6. This production puts you in a place like it's a time capsule of 2011 for me. Like, this was like what I was driving through, listening to. You know, you got tracks like Rick and Mortis, you got horn samples. It's like he really took this jazz thing to a whole nother level and made it a modern spin on it to where even if you don't like jazz, you could fuck with what he did on this project. Now, Rodeo by Travis Scott, in my opinion, is truly a masterpiece. Just even like on the way he mixed the project. Like to me, this is one of the best mixed projects with the help of Mike Dean, Kanye, Wonder Girl, the drums, everything. I feel like he mastered production level with this project as such. With this being, I guess, Al Farrell being his first mixtape, Days Before Rodeo, and then this being the first project, I feel like for this to be his first album, he really took off when it comes to just how great this was mixed and produced. Like, I don't feel like anything sounded out of place. You know what I'm saying? The drums sit perfectly on the beat, the hi-hats, the snares. I feel like his selection was impeccable. So for this category, it's Rodeo. Like, while I love the boom bap sound and that kind of inspired a lot of the beats that I tried to make at that time, this Rodeo was just like, I was blown away by the sound that he created on that project. Both had different impacts. Section 80 started the wave of TDE. Obviously, you know, J-Rock had a project first, but like he put that style of hip hop back on the map, you know, like bringing raw storytelling to the forefront, allowing a whole new class of underground rappers to make music that wasn't so focused on being mainstream, but more experimental. You know, like he brought back an old style of music that we hadn't heard. You know what I'm saying? While Rodeo is still one of my favorites, I don't feel as though, I feel like he built upon something like I feel like he built upon stones that were already a foundation of like what Cudi was doing at the time and maybe what Ye was even doing with the production. So while I love the cultural impact, I feel like it bridged the gap between Atlanta hip hop and Houston hip hop, and he's to me, he's one of the guys that's perfect with picking his collaborators. I don't feel like this project was so different from his category and his discography that I can put the cultural impact over K Dot just because I feel like he improved upon what he did on Rodeo. He did that on Astroworld, Birds Trap Sing the Night. I feel like he his trajectory was kind of like this. It just rolled out TDE artists perfectly, like Schoolboy Q, Absol, even Isaiah Rashad coming up years later. But I feel like that genre, that time period of their albums was just masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece. To me, it's just like, it's the project that I go to for Kendrick when it comes to social commentary. Like, obviously, To Pimp a Butterfly is incredible, but Rigor Mortis, you know, Hold Up, Ronald Reagan era, Tammy Song, Absol, Outro, like, okay, for my conclusion, obviously, if you guys haven't been watching, Section 81 Madwin pretty easily, but that just doesn't take away from how Rodeo, the impact it had on me at that time. For sure, I love both projects to death. I listened to them probably a million times each. But yeah, man, Section 80, I think it basically gave Kendrick Lamar that stamp that, okay, I'm listening to everything he drops, you know. And I think over time, this one will go down as for sure one of his best projects. Obviously, Good Kid, Mad City will be considered the first project. This one might still be considered a mixtape, but man, Thank you guys for watching classic album battles. What two projects should I put against each other? Let me know. Please comment. And I want to know what I should do next. I'm trying to switch it up. It can be anybody. Just please let me know. Comment. Thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.